Introduction. The ideal that transcends the man. In a world collapsing under the weight of self-pity and aimlessness, there is a figure that stands not as a hero, but as a reminder. He has no superpowers. He cannot fly. He is not invulnerable. What he possesses is something far more terrifying to mediocrity: absolute discipline, an unbreakable will, and a code that is non-negotiable. Today, at the Crow Law, we are going to dissect the Stoic ideal embodied in Batman. Forget the Batmobiles and the fantasy. We are going to talk about you. We are going to discuss how you can use the principles of the Dark Knight to forge a mental fortress that no one can storm in 2026. Are you ready to discover the code? Because the first key is born in the deepest darkness. Section 1. Training as the forge of the soul. Many make the mistake of looking only at Batman's physique. They see the armor, but they ignore the scar. Bruce Wayne did not become Batman in a luxury gym. He was forged in exile, in hunger, and in defeat. He voluntarily chose to live as a pariah to strip away his ego. This is Stoic alchemy. Bruce understood that to master Gotham, he first had to master himself. His training with the League of Shadows wasn't about learning how to punch, it was about learning how to confront his fear. In 2026, your training is not optional. Do not train so that people look at you. Train to be a finely tuned instrument. Life does not give a warning when it's about to strike. And if you haven't forged your character in the silence of daily discipline, you will break at the first impact. As Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Section 2. The invisible discipline. Strategy over chaos. There is a habit of Batman that 99% of people overlook: his obsessive preparation. While others sleep or seek pleasure, he analyzes, studies, and measures every variable in the Batcave. Stoic discipline is the anticipation of disorder. Batman never improvises from a state of panic. He adapts because he has already foreseen the chaos. Your Batcave is your mind. What do your habits look like when no one is watching? How do you manage your resources when the cameras are off? The true law is fulfilled in silence. To be stoic in 2026 is to have a purpose so firm that even your smallest actions, your sleep, your diet, your study, are pieces of a larger strategy. Virtue is its own reward, and invisible discipline is the price of freedom. Section 3. The control of passions, the tamed rage. Nolan's Batman left us one of the greatest lessons in cinematic history. The moment Bruce refuses to execute his parents' killer. He had all the pain and rage in the world justifying the act, but he chose reason over impulse. He understood that yielding to revenge would make him a slave to his emotions. At the Crow Law, we know that rage is a poison, but if you master it, it is fuel. Batman does not repress his pain. He processes it and transforms it into directed action. You can do the same. The next time you feel frustration overwhelming you, stop. Do not react like an animal. Respond like a knight. Use that energy to build your empire, not to destroy your peace. Section 4. Purpose as the final shield. When the Joker unleashes chaos and everything Batman loves burns, he does not surrender. Why? Because his anchor is not happiness. It is purpose. Gotham needs a symbol of hope, and he is willing to be the pariah, the villain, the hunted, as long as he fulfills his mission. Marcus Aurelius taught us to act with absolute coherence, and Batman is that teaching turned into action. This year, things will go wrong. People will betray you, and chaos will knock on your door. If your only engine is motivation, you will stall. But if you have a purpose rooted in virtue, you will be indestructible. Do not look for the world to be easy. Seek to be strong enough to carry the world on your shoulders. Section 5. The mask as a philosophical choice. Batman's mask doesn't hide who he is. It reveals who he has decided to be. It is the renunciation of Bruce Wayne's ego in favor of a higher ideal. It is what the Stoics called the daemon, the ideal self that we must strive to embody. By putting on your mask of discipline every morning, you leave behind your insecurities and selfish desires to serve your vision. Batman doesn't look for understanding. He looks for the work to get done. What is the symbol you want to project in your life? What principles are you willing to serve even when it's unpopular? The mask is the reminder that your soul is under your keeping alone. Be the symbol your family and your future need. Conclusion: forge your own law. Batman is proof that you don't need millions to be a symbol. You need an unshakable internal promise. Don't stay on the surface of the movies. Understand the philosophy behind the shadow. The next time you want to quit, remember that discipline is the only form of faith that produces tangible results. 2026 is the year of those who decide to act. Choose your symbol. Forge your will. Master your shadow. Because in this kingdom, you are the only law that matters.